Hey social media, this is Tiffany Martinez. I hope you guys are doing well. As always, I am here in my kitchen about to do another recipe, and this time it's going to be something that I haven't tried. So that's what I try to do, things that I've never tried before. Any background noise that you hear, it is Magic opening up cupboards and stuff, so that's just her thing. So anyways, I'm going to move along. I'm gonna turn the camera around and get started today, or this evening rather. I am going to give homemade chocolate chip cookies a try, because I had some left over from trying the cakes and stuff. So I'm gonna try this recipe that I found online. Okay, I have everything pre-measured, so pretty much I just got to mix everything. Inside this bowl is the brown sugar, which the packaging right here says is vegan, so we're gonna go with, I went with that one since it says vegan. And the other side is just the traditional regular sugar, and over here is the sifted other dry ingredients that will be added later, but I did sift it to everything together. And the sifter over here, which is the baking soda, the salt, and the corn starch, and I just put it all in a sifter and got the sifting, you know. So, and the reason why I've had this question asked to me by a couple different people: why are you doing this? Like, all of a sudden, like, why are you doing this? Just one second. Okay, back to the question that I've been asked: why are you doing this? Like, why are you making things from scratch? And I've already answered that in previous videos. It's not necessarily for a new adventure or anything. It's just to try new things, and I'm a firm believer in that everyone should try new things. Maybe some people grew up with this, and so it's not anything new, but for me, I just want to try things that I've never done before. And I mean, of course I've made cookies before, but it's always pre-packaged stuff. Like, all you had to do was put it on a cookie sheet and preheat the oven, and bam, you got junk food, you know. But to be able to set it all up and actually do the work yourself, I think that's pretty cool, especially if you want to do something like with your mom or a nephew or something like that. Like, whenever I go visit, you know, my family on the East Coast, like my nephew, he's usually there, one of them. I just want to be able to give him something that that, I don't know, I think an aunt should be able to give, you know, their nephew, you know, or niece, you know, whichever one that they have. And I want to be able to, you know, give that to them. Even if it's just a memory, that one time that, you know, Aunt Tiffany gave, you know, me chocolate chip cookies, but it wasn't store-bought. Or that one time she made me this, and she taught me something that I didn't know. So I just think that's neat. Anyways, with the recipe, it says that the butter is supposed to be room temperature. And I would have used the vegan butter, but if you saw the previous recipes, I have to get some more. So I am borrowing the butter that my husband uses, which is the, I think it's either salted or unsalted. It's like a special type butter that he likes. So I'm just borrowing a stick of his butter. And the instruction says, this was super soft when I poured it in here. And you're supposed to mix it until it's super creamy. I I guess they call it creaming. So I'm gonna pause the video here until I get it to the creamy consistency, and I'll be right back. Okay, I wanted to turn the camera back on so you guys can see the consistency of, and remember, this was just brown sugar, the regular table sugar, whatever you want to call it, and room temperature butter, right? And based on the video that I was learning from, this procedure or this process is called creaming, and you're just mixing and you're pressing it against you're just pressing it against the bowl, right, until it's this consistency. I'm going to mix it a little bit more to make sure that I no longer see the butter. But this is super smooth, like super smooth. I did mention that before, that the butter and the large egg should be room temperature. I guess that'll make it easier, so it'll be smooth. And like a lot of the processed cookies that you can make, it'll say melt the butter, like kind of like a hack or a cheat where you just toss it in the microwave real quick. This gives you a chance to just make it from scratch. You know, you can make it, do the work yourself basically, and that's one of the main reasons why that I am taking this step to basically teach myself to bake and cook. It's time, because that's one thing that we cannot get back, is time. And I mentioned earlier in the video that whenever I do go visit, like, you know, my mother, I want to be able to spend more time with her, especially in the kitchen, because she's always been a really good cook. She's always been a really good baker. And before, like, I didn't know what the hell she was talking about. Like, all I wanted to do was have a slice of cake or a slice of pie or something to eat. But now I can help her, and I know what she's talking about when she mentions the tools, or she mentions sifting, or she mentions whatever. I'll have an idea of what she means, and I could do more than just rinse off the sweet potatoes. You know what I mean? So, or like I said before, I'll be able to give my nephew something that an aunt should give their nephew, which is time, and not just a toy. So being able to do that is so important to me, and I want to be able to give him something that tastes good and is good for him. You know, I don't know how healthy this is going to be, but by the time I see him again, I'm going to be able to give him something healthy, something really healthy, something, either a healthy lunch and a healthy snack. And that's going to be BALM. And that's BALM, not the other bomb. Hold on. Okay, I just added the 1 large egg and the vanilla, and I'm going to mix this really quickly so it'll be all combined into one, and then I'll add the sifted other dry ingredients, and then I'll be able to mix in the final chocolate chips and get those on the cookie sheet. Okay, I think I'm done with all of the stirring. What do you guys think? You think it looks like traditional chocolate chip, you know, chocolate chip cookie dough? If you think so, be sure to give this video a like, and thank you to everyone that has been commenting and liking the videos via Facebook. I do appreciate that a lot. Much gratitude. It's not going unnoticed, and I just wanted to say that much gratitude to you guys. One thing I did want to mention, it's not really about the recipe, I did have to change the spoon or the spatula because I started with that and I just went to a stronger one, only because it was making my hand hurt more and just causing me more trouble than it was kind of worth, I guess. Just because of the health issues, I guess. But this looks really good, and I'm glad that I had something like this, stronger, I guess, stronger tools. But I can't believe it. Now all I gotta do is line them up on the cookie sheet, and that's while the oven is preheating. I think they said 375, I think. And once that's done, then I get to rest. So, and this feels like exercise because my arms are moving and I'm standing on my feet. So trust me, someone is in my condition, this feels like exercise. So in the recipe, it also mentioned for those who like nuts and stuff, like pecans and whatever kind of nuts you like. I don't like those, so I'm definitely not adding those to mine, or at least not to the ones I'm going to eat. Maybe if my husband wants some sometime, I will add it to his. But they said that you can add chopped nuts to it. So I'm going to pause here so I can go ahead and get this stuff in the dishwasher while it's preheating, and get the cookie dough on the cookie sheets. They also suggested that you could use an ice cream scooper, because I think it said something about drop the spoon dough type thing. Well, when they used to have that, I don't know if they still do, but the cookie dough in the stores, I was never good with that. So I'm gonna use this method and hope for the best. I'll be back. Okay, I have got the dough balls, cookie balls, whatever you want to call them, on the cookie sheet. Looks like we have 4, 8, 12, 16, and one loose one over here makes 17. They're not quite even, different size and shapes, but that's okay. I still did it, and I tried new things, and I think they're gonna come out okay. They're cookies, like I said. They're just for fun. That's all that matters. And so just put a few over here so they can spread out a little bit, so they can social distance a little bit. I think that'll be cool. That way they won't be sticking together when they do their thing in the oven. So not too bad, not too bad. It's a lot less mess when it comes to cookie making than it is for cake baking. Just a couple of ingredients, and I love it because it's stuff that you should kind of already have in your kitchen, which is pretty cool. And there goes the preheat timer, so all I gotta do is pop these in the oven. In about 15 minutes we will have some hot chocolate chip cookies. All right, guys, what do you think? What do you think? All right, I'm gonna take a quick picture. I can hold the camera straight. Okay. I think they came out pretty good for my first try. For something I did from scratch. Homemade chocolate chip cookies. And you know what they actually taste like? Cookies that I only had them a few times, right? Where I grew up at, there was this cookie store inside the mall. Like I said, I didn't go to the mall that much, but whenever I would go, I would try to get one of the chocolate chip cookies from that store. And I don't even remember what the name of it was, but I remember the chocolate chip cookies were so good. And this is what they tasted like, at least to me. I guess you'll have to try the recipe and be the judge if you're from the area that I grew up from. And you remember that store, you know, when the mall first barely opened and stuff. I don't have no idea if that cookie place is still there or not. I just remember I used to go there. Well, anyways, I just remember another reason why I'm doing this cooking and baking. I guess you can call it a journey. You know, try new things, is because my husband also has a sweet tooth on occasion, not too often, but he likes things too, and I like sweets on occasion too, in moderation, right? And the other day he asked me to bring him some chocolate chip cookies, just some cheap garbage off the shelf, pretty much, you know. So I did just that. I'm gonna show you the package. This is just generic, right? And I got these at a local store, and I'm sure some people have seen something very similar. I bet you when he eat these, this will be the last time he asks for crap on the shelf, like that kind of stuff, because this is easy, and this is stuff that you already have in your home, except for the chocolate chips, of course, but they can go in your fridge for a very long time. Like that one big bag that I had that I was using to put on the cakes and the cupcakes, that lasted a long time. So I believe I can pull this off maybe once a month or something like that. And based on that video that I got this recipe from, she said that when I put the cookie dough in balls, that I can actually freeze them. So imagine having fresh cookies anytime you want, just popping them in the freezer, just pulling them out the freezer anytime you want. Like, you never have to grab that stuff that's been processed. You just make them yourself basically one time, and well, once every so often. You can have 2 fresh chocolate chip cookies whenever you want them, or as many as you want. I mean, really in moderation. But, I mean, I think that's pretty cool. And as I was tasting one, when I was trying to transfer it, one fell apart, and I was tasting one. Like I said, it tasted like that River Ridge Mall store. I forget what the actual name of it is. I immediately said, yeah, this would taste good with nuts, even though I don't like walnuts or pecans, or the best I can do is peanuts, like peanuts. And even though I do like almond milk, but I don't like that stuff in my cookies. It doesn't make sense, I know, but it would taste good. My husband would like it. So I think I'm going to try that for him. Maybe I'll make that for his birthday. I think he will like that, because our birthdays are both in the same month, and our anniversary's in the same month, and that's too much cake in the same month. So maybe I'll make it for his birthday or for our anniversary or something, and he can have it. Like, he'll have fresh cookies with nuts in it anytime he wants. Anyways, that's going to be the end of this video. I'm just so excited. I'm like literally smiling from ear to ear. My body is screaming in pain, but if you've seen my past videos, or if you have known me for a very long time, for over 10 years, it's like you have a choice. Either way, my life, when it comes to the intractable pain, you can Google that if you don't know what that means. You can Google it if you want to. You have a choice. You can either live your life laying in bed, no matter what your illness is. You can live the life that doctor told you you had, or you can get your ass up and do the things that you want to do. Either way, my body is going to scream. Look at me. I'm hunched over my counter. I'm hunched over. Can't stand up that well. I'm done. Like, I've already loaded my dishwasher, right? I'm done for tonight. I'm going to put these in a zippy baggie or something, out of some container. But I'm done. I'm going to lay down. Either way, every day my body's going to hurt. Regardless of whatever I do. I spent years in physical therapy. Years going to doctors. Years. I've been in pain since I was 12. I'm going to be 45 on the 2nd. Do you think another 10 or 20 years is going to make a difference? Maybe, but I'm not going to lay in the bed and waste my life trying to figure it out. I could be trying the shit that I wanted to do. It doesn't matter if it comes out perfect. I'm not going to live my life around if it comes out perfect. Or if it, whatever. You know, I'm just going to enjoy whatever I can do. But today was a good day because I did what I wanted to do. And it came out the way it was supposed to. And I got to enjoy my new Billie Holiday CDs. They're pretty awesome. So, if you're in the position that I'm in, where your body screams every day, whether if it's endometriosis or Parkinson's, whether if it's lupus, whatever you've been given, you have a choice. You have no idea of how many bags I have to carry every day. You have no idea. But I'm out there doing it. You can either be a professional patient or you can enjoy this life. So, on that note, if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more videos, you can follow me on Twitter at LawfulMoney76, Instagram at crypto_tiff, Facebook, I am always the Gold Messenger. And my business page is International Silver and Gold Savers with Tiffany Martinez. I would definitely put that in the description box. So be sure to like my page. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel and you would like to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe, because I'm always looking for more vegan and vegetarian recipes that aren't hard to do, because I'm still novice, just a beginner. I'm just learning and trying new things. That's going to be it. Ashe.